Hey Chris, nice rant, man. I really liked what you had to say about like Marvel and DC and everything, and how like like the different things that they do within the stories for those. Like sometimes they'll have like a twist, but the twist will be now the superheroes are evil, or like, or this is like the stuff you don't see. This is the behind the scenes superhero stuff, and it's like, oh man, they've done that with so many characters, and you were so right on about that. Um, there's a lot of other things that you said that I thought were really good as well. So when it comes to like DC and Marvel, like I don't even screw around with the new issues really, unless it's like something really great. But what I like to do is I like to get the old comics, like these old ass Justice League of America comics, like this one, 25 cents, 20 cents. And the reason why I like these is because these are where the stories came from originally. And so while they've been rehashed a million times now, this is the original, and this is probably the best. Like, I mean, you could probably argue that the hashed one is better, because then they could make little changes and kind of put more detail in certain spots. But nah, man, I like the original deal. That's what I'm after. And so yeah, I like to grab these old issues here when I have the chance. They're, of course, kind of costly, so it's not something that you can pick up every day. But yeah, I like those. And another thing that I felt you didn't touch on was comic books that are based off of TV shows or movies. Like, I like that because it's like a continuation of the story, but in comic book form. And so, like, I mean, I got like, I think I got all the Ren and Stimpy's, except for like a couple of the cover variations or whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I got them all. I might be missing a couple. But there's those. And also Beavis and Butthead. This was an amazing comic. Unfortunately, it's short-lived, which I didn't like. And unfortunately, I'm missing most of my issues, which I don't know what the hell happened to them. That's really annoying, though, because I know for a fact I had them all. But, yeah, these were funny as hell. And another thing that I wanted to mention that you didn't really mention in your little video is you kind of made it more about Marvel and DC, like the whole mainstream comics. There's more out there than that. There's a lot of like independent publishers that totally kick ass. Here's Scud. I thought this series was hilarious back in the day. I haven't read anything from it in quite a while. Pretty much all my comics are from like 1996 and older. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. And here's Oh My Goth. I thought this book was pretty crazy, and that's by Dogstar Press. And then I got a bunch of Nightcry comics. Like, and it's it's more meant for adults. Illustrated horror, it says. Mature readers, it says. Stuff like that. Like the good Nightcry stuff. Like, look at this one, it says, sex, all in your mind or in your hand. I thought that was pretty awesome. But stuff like that is typically short-lived, so don't expect it to last you 10 years or nothing like that. But, I think it generally lasts long enough. Here's Bone by Image, and I think Image makes some really good books. Like Image, Dark Horse, Valiant, they all make really good books, and they're, a little different than Marvel and DC, and they have more than just superheroes, which is good. Here's Morbid Angel. This is one of my favorite books ever. I think there was only 2 or 3 of these released, which is really unfortunate. This is by London Knight or something like that. But yeah, really, really cool book from what I remember. Some more Nightcry. Really good art in these Nightcries. A lot of these are just, black and white. There's some really good shading and stuff in some of these, though. Outlaw Nation. That was a pretty crazy book. Black and white. More Night Cry. I didn't get too much into Stray Bullets, but I thought it was pretty good. From the few issues that I read. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically my point of my video, is that, you know, there's more than just superhero comics, and there's more than just Marvel and DC. There's a lot of really good independent publishers. You just gotta, you know, don't count on the general public to tell you what you should buy or what's good. You know, go out to the comic stores and, you know, check it out. See what you like, you know? I mean, a lot of comic book stores, they won't mind if you look through them really quick, you know, as long as you're careful. So, yeah, that's my suggestion. Look for the independent publishers, not Marvel and DC. And, you know, if you have any shows that you like, maybe see if there's a comic book version, because it's a continuance. It's either a continuance or just more stories altogether for, you know, for that series or for that show or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, like, I mean, right now I'm reading the Simpsons comics, and those are pretty awesome, you know, because it's more Simpsons stories, and I like that. So yep, those are my suggestions.